Another story of Juan Tamad called Juan Tamad and the Guava Fruit. The story most often told illustrates at most laziness to the point of stupidity that it becomes comedy.
In it, Juan Tamad comes upon a guava tree bearing ripe fruit. Being too slothful to climb the tree and take the fruits, he instead decided to lie beneath the tree and let the gravity do its work. There, he remained waiting for the fruit to fall into his gaping mouth.
Every day in the morning, the whole town would hear Juan's mother shouting, "Lazy Juan, get up! Lazy Juan, it's almost noon." Even if the sun was already up high, Juan would still be snoring in bed. He could not be relied on to work inside and outside their home.
Whenever he was asked to do something, Juan would have an excuse. "My feet hurt, mother," he would say when asked to fetch water from the jar. So Juan would end up sitting around the whole afternoon. Every afternoon, Juan would lie down under the tree and just gape around. When will you change? Even their pet rooster would wonder, "Why are you so lazy, Juan?"
Finally, he came to a lonely house in the woods where he was told, "Leave an old woman and her daughter." "Tao po!" called Juan at the gate, but no one answered. He ventured into the yard and again called out, "Tao po!" and still no one answered. He climbed the bamboo steps into the house and found a young girl lying upon a mat on the floor. "Will you be my wife?" asked Juan. The maiden stared at him but said not a word. "Ah!" said Juan, "you are the very wife my mother wants for me." And he lifted the girl in his arms and took her home.
"Oh, you wretched boy!"
cried the mother of Juan at sight of Juan's bride.
"You brought my house enmity and bad luck, for surely at this very hour they are looking for these crops, and heaven help you when they find it here."
No sooner had the mother of Juan spoken than the relatives of the dead girl arrived and fell to beating Juan with sticks and calling him the worst name, after which they took the corpse away to give it a burial.
Juan Tamad and the crabs. Once lazy Juan was asked by his mother to buy crabs. Miraculously, Juan obeyed right away. Even his rooster was amazed. What could Juan have eaten? Could it be that my lazy friend has changed? Juan was lively and was even swinging his arms as he hurried towards the market.
"Can I buy some crabs? I want those with fleshy claws and lots of fat."
The plump vendor chose the biggest ones and tied them up well. Juan was lively and was even swinging his arms as he hurried home, carrying the regal crabs. From a distance, he could hear his friends playing near the river bank. They were happily shouting as they played with paper boats. Juan wanted to join the fun. "What about the crabs?" asked the rooster.
"Crabs are smart.
Said Juan.
They can easily get to our place."
Juan released the crabs. They quickly got into the water.
"See, they even found a shorter route."
Lazy Juan played by the riverbank until it was noon. His stomach was grumbling as he hurried home. "Where are the crabs, Juan?" His mother was so angry. "What took you so long? Where are the crabs?"
"I sent them home earlier, mother. Perhaps the crabs I bought were truants."
Lazy Juan was so scared that he quickly hid in their backyard. His roosters just shook its heads and said, "One can never rely on a lazy child. It is better to be industrious than lazy."
Juan Tamad escapes beating.
One day, Juan's father was very angry. "Ay!" cried the father of Juan Tamad in great anger. "Juan has again forgotten to water the carabao and the beast is hot and dry. When that good-for-nothing son of yours come home, he will surely feel my lash on his lazy hide." The kind mother who is always there to child his son said, "It was my fault this morning. I craved the taste of duhat and your son fetched me a handful of a fruit which, unwitting, I shared with him. There may be truth in what my mother used to say, that any man or woman or child who partakes of food craved by a conceiving woman will suffer from fits and forgetfulness. Last night, your son was forgetful," the father grumbled, "and other times, before he was forgetful too. Surely you did not share duhat fruit with him yesterday nor the day before."
Yesterday it was guavas. The mother smiled. And the day before yesterday it was tamarind. Why? Mother used to say also that if a conceiving woman takes a notion either to like or dislike a person, that one will become absent-minded. Also that whichever person or object attract her fancy or incur her displeasure will leave a mark on her baby that is yet to be born. My mother also used to tell me, said the father of Juan Tamad, that a pregnant woman may not eat twin of bananas if she does not wish to give birth to twins, nor med or hemodresias lest she suffer a difficult birth giving. Nor this and that and the other, continued Juan Tamad father through tale after tale, thus forgetting his anger. And the mother smiled, knowing her son has escaped a beating that night.
Juan Tamad went away without a word but was back the next day, his arms loaded with big banana leaves. This he laid down carefully one by one from the field into the yard of Maria's house. The mother of Mariang Masipag stood watching at the head of the stair until she could hear her curiosity no more and exclaimed,
"Every day you come here, Juan Tamad, and lie around making eyes at my daughter," said the mother of Mariang Masipag, "and eating our food and drinking our tobacco. Yet you cut no firework, nor draw water from the well. You good-for-nothing lot with bones, as soft as rice cruel. Be off with you and never set foot in our yard again. What in the name of the dark one are you doing with those banana leaves? And did tell you never to set foot in our yard again?"